File 1A, Listening.
Great party.
Yes, it is.
Sorry, hi. My name's Ben.
I'm Sandra.
What do you do, Sandra?
I'm a nurse. How about you?
Me? Oh, I'm a student.
A student? Really? What college do you go to?
Columbia. I go to Columbia University. I'm in my second year of medical school.
Do you like it?
Yes, I do. I like it a lot. What do you think of the music, Sandra? Do you like it?
No, not really.
What kind of music do you listen to?
I like rock music.
Do you? Who's your favorite band?
Muse. I really like Muse.
Me too. Did you go to the concert last month?
No, I didn't. Was it good?
Yes, it was awesome. I'm sorry you missed it. Do you play any sports, Sandra?
Yes, I play tennis.
Ah, nice. I play ice hockey. I'm on a club team.
Are you?
Yes, I am. But I play tennis too. Maybe we can play together one day.
Maybe, but I usually play with my boyfriend.
Your boyfriend?
Yes, here he is. Wayne. This is Ben. Ben, Wayne.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
Hi. Look at the time. Gotta go. Some friends are waiting for me. Bye, Sandra.
Bye.
File 1A, Pronunciation B. 1,
A K E
2,
H P J
3,
G V R
4,
M C D
5,
N B F
6,
X S K
7,
Q I U
File 1A, Pronunciation D. 1,
Instrument.
2,
Basketball.
3,
13.
4,
30.
5,
College.
6,
Weekend.
7,
Magazine.
8,
Sister.
9,
Language.
10,
Address.
File 1A, Spelling and Numbers B. 1,
Parents.
2,
Exercise.
3,
Breakfast.
4,
Family.
5,
Movie.
6,
1,000.
7,
Teacher.
8,
College.
9,
Weekend.
10,
Important.
File 1B, listening.
Hello and welcome to Love Online. Today, we'd like you, the listeners, to call in and tell us about your experiences with online relationships. And, oh my, that's quick. We already have our first caller. Hello?
Hi, my name's Alan.
Hello, Alan. Can you tell us about your experience with internet dating?
Yes, of course. I'm pretty shy, you see, and I'm not very good at talking to girls I don't know. So one day, I registered on an online dating agency, and I met Susan.
And what happened?
We got along really well. In fact, after 4 months, we got engaged.
Congratulations, Alan. Thanks for calling. Now, I think we have another caller. Hello?
Hi, I'm Kate.
Hello, Kate. What can you tell us about Love Online?
Well, I decided to try a dating site because I work long hours and I don't have time to meet new people.
So, what happened?
Well, I met some guys, and then I met Craig.
Who's Craig?
Well, now he's my husband. We're very happy together, and we're thinking of having children.
That's great news, Kate. It looks as if it is possible to find love online. Now, who's our next caller?
Paolo.
Hi, Paolo. Did you marry someone you met on the internet?
Yes, I did, but it was the worst thing I ever did
Oh, why's that?
because she didn't really love me.
How do you know that?
It was in the newspaper. There was an article about a woman who contacted men online, married them, and then left with all their money. And there was a photo of my wife next to the article.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Paolo. And I'm afraid that's all we have time for today. Join me next week for another edition of Love Online.
File 1B, pronunciation A. 1,
Works. Laughs. Watches.
2,
Lives. Thinks. Drinks.
3,
Knows. Rains. Likes.
4,
Runs. Starts. Goes.
5,
Leaves. Dresses. Washes.
6,
Teaches. Cooks. Misses.
File 1B, pronunciation B. 1,
Works. Laughs. Watches.
2,
Lives. Thinks. Drinks.
3,
Knows. Rains. Likes.
4,
Runs. Starts. Goes.
5,
Leaves. Dresses. Washes.
6,
Teaches. Cooks. Misses.
File 1B, pronunciation D. 1,
Talkative.
2,
Extroverted.
3,
Unfriendly.
4,
Generous.
5,
Mustache.
6,
Serious.
7,
Curly.
8,
Quiet.
9,
Overweight.
File 1C, listening.
And now for the latest news in the art world. If you're in Paris this weekend, you might like to visit the new David Hockney exhibition called Fresh Flowers. As the name suggests, most of the pictures depict flowers. However, these are no ordinary flower pictures because Hockney uses his iPhone or his iPad to draw them. Hockney started painting on his iPhone during the winter of 2008. At the time, he was staying at his home in northern England, where he has a beautiful view out of his bedroom window. One morning, he picked up his iPhone and used his fingers to paint the sunrise. He was very happy with the result and started experimenting with other pictures. Now, he sends his friends a different flower picture every morning. They love it. Fresh Flowers is at the Fondation Pierre Berger Yves Saint Laurent in Paris until January 30th. The exhibition shows the drawings Hockney made on an iPhone and the pictures he drew on an iPad. The gallery is open from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. from Tuesday to Friday, and admission costs €5. Don't miss this show. It will be a bright moment in your day.
File 1C, pronunciation B.
Computer. Attractive. Bracelet. Cardigan. Jacket. Necklace. Problem.
Bird. Prefer. Skirt. Sweater. T-shirt. Third. World.
File 2A, listening. Speaker 1.
When I was 17, I went on vacation with my parents to Brittany in France. My parents rented a nice house on the beach, and the weather was great. We went for a delicious meal for my birthday, but I was miserable. I wanted to be with my friends, and I didn't smile once in 2 weeks.
Speaker 2.
A few years ago, I went to visit an old school friend, but I didn't enjoy the weekend at all. At school, we got along really well, but now she has 2 small children, so she didn't want to go out. I spent a very boring 2 days in her house watching TV. I don't think I'm going to visit her again.
Speaker 3.
It's really hot where we live, so we always try to go on vacation where it's cool. Last year, we booked a vacation in Canada, but we arrived in the middle of a heat wave. It was awful because there was no air conditioning anywhere. We just sat in cafes and argued all day. We can do that at home.
Speaker 4.
When I finished college, I went on a cruise around the Mediterranean with some friends from my classes. We wanted to celebrate the end of our exams. As soon as we left the port, I started feeling seasick. I spent the whole week in bed, and I hated every minute of the cruise.
Speaker 5.
3 years ago, I broke up with my boyfriend, so I decided to go on an expensive vacation on my own to the Seychelles. Unfortunately, the travel agent didn't tell me that the islands were popular with couples on their honeymoon. Everywhere I looked, there were people holding hands, and I felt very lonely.
File 2A. Pronunciation A. 1,
Walked, asked, rented.
2,
Argued, wanted, stayed.
3,
Booked, started, decided.
4,
Arrived, invited, sunbathed.
File 2A. Pronunciation B. 1,
Walked, asked, rented.
2,
Argued, wanted, stayed.
3,
Booked, started, decided.
4,
Arrived, invited, sunbathed.
File 2A. Pronunciation D. 1,
Saw. Bought. Called. Caught.
2,
Cat, drank, rang, sat.
3,
Phone. Broke. Drove. Wrote.
4,
Egg, read, said, went.
5,
Train. Came. Gave. Made.
File 2B. Listening.
What should we do this afternoon, Matt?
I know. Let's take a look at that box of photos my aunt gave me yesterday. Here it is. Oh, look at that.
Who's that?
That's my grandfather. And that's my grandmother behind him on the right. She's the one in the flowery dress. It was just after they got married, before they had any children. My aunt told me all about this photo a few years ago.
So, where are they?
Well, as you know, my dad is Spanish. My grandparents lived in the center of Madrid, and this photo was taken in the district where they lived.
What's going on exactly?
Well, there's a festival there called La Paloma. It takes place in the middle of August every year, and it still happens now. There are lots of stalls selling food and also stalls where you can win a prize.
So, what was your grandfather trying to win?
He was trying to win a bracelet for my grandmother. He was shooting at a target at the stall, and all those people were watching him.
Do you know any of the other people in the photo?
No, I don't, but I think they all lived near my grandfather.
Who took the photo?
The man at the stall. The photo was included in the price. You had 3 chances to hit the target, and you got the photo for free.
It's a great photo. I think your grandfather was very good looking.
That's what everyone says.
File 2B, Pronunciation.
Where were you at 10 o'clock last night?
I was at home.
What were you doing?
I was watching a movie.
File 2C, Listening.
Hello, and welcome to the program. Today, we're looking at lucky escapes, and Nick Williams from the news desk is here to tell us some amazing stories. Nick?
Hi, Gloria. Well, my first story is about a tourist who fell into a volcano. Maureen Evison was walking at the top of the Teide volcano in Tenerife when she tripped and fell. She fell 80 feet until she hit a tree, which stopped her fall and saved her life. The rescue operation took nearly 4 hours, and after that, Maureen spent 2 months in the hospital before she could go home.
Lucky Maureen! What else do you have for us?
Joseph Rabideau had a lucky escape when he was at home watching TV. Joseph was sitting on the floor, so his father told him to go and sit on the sofa. 5 minutes later, a truck crashed into their living room and threw the family television into the air. The TV then landed on the exact spot where Joseph had been on the floor before.
What a lucky escape. Do you have any more?
Yes, just one more for now. One Saturday morning, Barry McRoy was leaving a cafe when 2 men came in. The men were fighting, and one of them had a gun. The man fired, and the bullet hit Barry in the chest. Luckily, he had a DVD in the pocket of his jacket at the time, and the DVD stopped the bullet. Barry McRoy is a very lucky man.
Absolutely. So now it's time for you, the listeners, to call in and tell us about your own experiences. And here's our first caller.
File 2C, Pronunciation B. 1. First syllable stressed.
After. Awful. Birthday. Evening. Perfect. Restaurant. Second.
2. Second syllable stressed.
Across. Again. Although. Because. Invite.
File 3A, Listening. Dialogue 1.
John,
Hi, Jane. You look well.
you too. How was your flight?
We took off a little late, but it was fine.
Are you hungry?
No, I had a sandwich on the plane.
Well, let's go and find the car. It isn't far.
Great.
Dialogue 2.
Hello. Where are you flying to?
To Boston.
Can I see your passport, please?
Here you are.
Thanks. Can I see your carry-on luggage?
Yes, just this bag.
Okay. Here's your boarding pass. The flight is boarding at 4:50 p.m. from gate B28. You're in Group B.
Thanks a lot.
Enjoy your flight.
Dialogue 3.
Can I see your passport, please, sir?
Here you are.
What is the purpose of your visit, Mr. Green?
I'm going to stay with a friend.
And how long are you going to stay in San Francisco?
For 3 weeks.
Can I have a contact telephone number, please?
Yes. My friend's number is 415-555-7020.
Thank you, Mr. Green. Enjoy your stay.
Dialogue 4.
Look, there's a gray suitcase. Is it ours?
No, it's too big. Ours is much smaller.
It's taking a long time to come out.
Yes, the first one came out really quickly.
Look, there it is. Finally.
You stay here with the other bags. I'm going to get it.
Okay, I'll wait for you here.
Dialogue 5.
Excuse me, ma'am. Can you come this way, please?
Yes, of course.
Do you have anything to declare?
No, I don't think so. I bought some chocolate in the duty-free store, but that's all.
Can I check your bag, please?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, that's fine. You can go on through.
Thank you.
File 3A. Pronunciation. 1,
Are they going to meet you at the airport?
2,
I think we're going to be late.
3,
I'm not going to forget my passport.
4,
What time are you going to arrive?
5,
She's going to take the elevator.
File 3B. Listening.
Hi, Dawn. I hear you're going to be on vacation next week.
Yes, I am, and I'm really looking forward to it.
What are you going to do?
I'm taking a train trip through Mexico with a friend.
A train trip? I did that when I was a student. I traveled with very little money, not much food, and no sleep. It was fun, but I don't want to do it again.
Ah, but you see, taking a train trip as an adult is very different.
Really? In what way?
Well, to start with, I'm going to travel first class, so it'll be much more comfortable.
How long are you going for?
I wanted to go for 2 weeks, but work's so busy right now. So just 10 days.
And which places are you visiting?
Chihuahua, Creel, Divisadero, Cerro Cajul, and Los Mochis. We're starting in El Paso, Texas, in the U.S., and ending in Los Mochis in Mexico. We're driving to Mazatlan at the end of the trip because we want to spend a few days at the beach.
What about sleeping arrangements? Are you going to sleep on the train?
No, there aren't any sleeping compartments on this particular train, so we're sleeping in hotels every night. We're having most of our meals in the dining car of the train, though. I'm looking forward to enjoying my meals as the Mexican countryside goes by.
Well, it sounds like a different kind of trip than the one I went on as a student.
Absolutely. It's going to be different, but I'm sure we're going to have a lot of fun.
File 3B. Pronunciation B.
Would you like to go away for the weekend?
I'd love to.
Are you free this weekend?
Sorry, no. I'm working on Saturday.
What about next weekend? What are you doing then?
Nothing. Next weekend is fine.
Great. Do you like walking?
I love it.
Okay. Let's go to the mountains. The scenery is beautiful.
File 3C. Listening.
Hello, and welcome to the world of words. Today we're going to look at word games, so let's start with the most popular of them all, Scrabble. Ricky Jones from the National Scrabble Association is here to tell us all about it. Ricky, who actually invented the game?
Well, it was an American named Alfred Mosier Butts. Butts was an unemployed architect, and in his free time, he did a lot of crossword puzzles. These crossword puzzles gave him the idea for a game that he called Lexico. The game had the same letter tiles as Scrabble, but no board. Players used the letter tiles to make words. They scored by adding up the points on each of the letter tiles. Later, Butts introduced a board and a set of rules and changed the name to Crisscross Words.
How did Butts decide how many points to give each letter?
He counted how many times each letter appeared on the front page of the New York Times. Then, depending on the frequency of each letter, he gave it between 1 and 10 points. The most common letters, like the vowels, got only 1 point because they are easier to use. There are more of these letters in the game. There was only one tile for each of the least common letters, for example, Q and Z, which got 10 points.
So, when did Butts' original game become the modern game of Scrabble?
Well, in 1948, Butts met a businessman named James Bruneau, who designed a new board and changed the name of the game to Scrabble. Then, in 1952, the president of Macy's, the famous New York department store, discovered the game on vacation and loved it so much he placed a large order. Butts and Bruneau knew they couldn't produce enough Scrabble sets for Macy's, and so they sold the rights to the game to another manufacturer. Today, Scrabble is sold in 121 countries in 29 different languages.
What a story, Ricky. Thank you for sharing it with us.
My pleasure.
File 3C, Pronunciation B. 1,
Beard. Bald.
2,
Quiet. Quite.
3,
Shoes. Socks.
4,
Suit. Sweet.
5,
Sightsee. Sunbathe.
6,
Height. Weight.
7,
Shirt. Shorts.
8,
Crowded. Cloudy.
File 4A, Listening. Speaker 1,
Housework? Me? No, that's my mom's job. She only goes to work 2 days a week, so she has enough time to cook and clean and things like that. I go to school, and then I see my friends, so I'm too busy to do housework. My dad goes to work every day, so he doesn't have time either.
Speaker 2,
Well, I try and help my mom when I can. I make my bed when I get up in the morning, and I always set the table for dinner. I usually clean my room, but my mom is the one who cleans it. Apart from that, I'm not at home very much, so I don't do anything else.
Speaker 3,
Oh, yes. Everyone in my family helps with the housework. There are 4 of us, and we're all very busy. During the week, my mom or my dad cooks the dinner, and my brother and I do the dishes. We do the cleaning together on Saturday mornings.
Speaker 4,
It's true. I don't do much housework, but I love cooking. I don't have time to cook during the week, but I do all the cooking on the weekend. My mom does all the cleaning, though. She says she doesn't mind it.
Speaker 5,
We have a cleaning lady who comes in every day, and she does all our housework. She makes the beds, cleans the floors, and cleans our rooms. She even does the ironing. I'm not sure who does the shopping, but the refrigerator is always full. That's the important thing.
File 4A, Pronunciation B. 1,
Yoga.
2,
Young.
3,
Year.
4,
Yellow.
5,
Uniform.
6,
Jacket.
7,
Teenager.
8,
Bridge.
9,
College.
10.
Enjoy.
File 4B, Listening.
Those listeners in the US who enjoy going shopping will be interested to hear our next news story. There are many wonderful shopping malls in the US. But did you know that a new mall in London is one of the most stylish places to shop these days? It's taken 6 years and $2.35 billion to build. But the Westfield Shopping Mall has opened in Stratford in East London. We sent our reporter Juliet Redditch over to take a look at what is now Europe's largest urban shopping mall. Juliet, what's it like in Westfield right now?
Well, Terry, there are crowds of people everywhere, especially outside the stores that have special opening sales. Some stores have called security staff to help them control the lines.
Just how big is Westfield, Juliet?
Oh, it's very big. There are 2 enormous department stores, a huge supermarket, and 300 smaller stores. You can spend all day here if you want to. I haven't decided where I'm going to have lunch, but there are 70 different places to eat. It's amazing.
What effect has the shopping mall had on the local area, Juliet?
Well, this is an area where there are many people out of work. The shopping mall has created 10,000 new jobs, so it has really helped.
How did you get to Westfield today?
I came by car. There's an enormous parking lot with space for 5,000 cars. But you can also get here by bus, train, and on the tube. It's the best connected shopping mall in the country.
Now, Juliet, the big question is, have you bought anything yet?
No, I haven't. I was just looking around, really. I saw some pants I liked, but I didn't buy them. There were too many people in the fitting rooms to try them on.
Okay, thanks, Juliet. And now, onto a news story of a different kind.
File 4B, Pronunciation A. 1,
Customer. Account. Choose.
2,
Click. Proceed. Chemistry.
3,
Close. City. Receipt.
4,
Receive. Card. Nice.
File 4B, Pronunciation B. 1,
Customer. Account. Choose.
2,
Click. Proceed. Chemistry.
3,
Close. City. Receipt.
4,
Receive. Card. Nice.
File 4C. Listening. Speaker 1.
Last weekend was really awful. My husband and I went camping in the mountains with some friends, and it rained the whole time. It was really depressing. We had to stay in the tent and play cards all day, which was okay to begin with, but then my husband got bored. He started complaining about the weather, and then about our friends, and finally about me. We had a terrible argument, and in the end we came home on Saturday night. I'm never going camping again.
Speaker 2.
My weekend was great. I took my wife to Paris, which is somewhere she has wanted to visit her whole life. We stayed in a wonderful hotel in a beautiful old building overlooking the river. The view was incredible. We ate some really great food, and although it was cold, we had a very nice walk around the city. The best part was that it was a surprise for my wife. I met her after work on Friday, and we drove straight to the airport. She had no idea where we were going.
Speaker 3.
I don't have much money right now, so I didn't do anything special this weekend. But actually, I had a really good time. I visited a local museum with some friends. All the museums here are free, and they have some interesting exhibitions about places like Egypt, Rome, and India. We then watched 2 of my favorite DVDs on Saturday night. And on Sunday, I invited my parents to my apartment, and I cooked dinner for them. Not a bad weekend, really.
Speaker 4.
My brother and his wife stayed with us this weekend. They have 3 children, and we spent the whole time playing with them. We took them swimming, we went to the zoo, and on Sunday we went to the park. They have so much energy, and they're really noisy, especially in the morning when they wake up, which is usually around 6 o'clock. I was completely exhausted by Sunday night, but it was great to see them.
File 4C. Pronunciation A.
Anything.
Clothes.
Coat.
Customer.
Don't.
Dress.
Friendly.
Funny.
Gloves.
Goes.
Home.
Lunch.
Never.
Nothing.
Photos.
Something.
Sweater.
Website.
File 4C. Pronunciation B. 1.
Egg. Anything. Dress. Friendly. Never. Sweater. Website.
2.
Phone. Clothes. Coat. Don't. Goes. Home. Photos.
3.
Up. Customer. Funny. Gloves. Lunch. Something. Nothing.
File 5A. Listening. Speaker 1.
Well,
I haven't been here long, so I haven't had time to make many friends yet. After I get home from work, I spend most of the evening online, chatting with friends and family back home. Twice a week, I take classes to try and learn the language. Most of my colleagues speak very good English, but I haven't been out with them yet.
Speaker 2.
I guess you could say I'm a little depressed right now. Time goes really slowly when you don't have anything to do. I spend more time sleeping now, and I have a lot of time to do the housework. It doesn't take all day to make the bed and clean my room, so I get really bored. I hope I find another job soon, because I really need the money.
Speaker 3.
My life has changed a lot now that I don't have to leave the house to go to work. Things aren't so stressful first thing in the morning now. I just get up, make a cup of coffee, and turn on my computer. It's strange communicating with colleagues online and not seeing them face to face. Sometimes it gets a little lonely.
Speaker 4.
Oh no, I never get bored. There's always so much to do. I like to get up early and read the newspaper while I'm having breakfast. Then I like to go for a walk and do some shopping. After lunch, I go and pick up my grandchildren from school. We spend an hour in the park until their mother comes to get them. I'm really enjoying life right now.
Speaker 5.
This is the best thing that has ever happened to me. She's so beautiful that I seem to spend all day looking at her. I don't have time to see friends now, so I keep in touch with everybody by phone or online when she's asleep. We go shopping together and I do more housework and cooking, but I don't get much sleep anymore.
File 5A. Pronunciation C. 1,
Diet.
2,
Dangerous.
3,
Parents.
4,
Ago.
5,
Children.
6,
Above.
7,
Problem.
8,
Communication.
9,
Traditional.
10,
Around.
11,
Seconds.
12,
Famous.
File 5B. Listening.
Hello, and welcome to the travel program. Now, one of the most popular tourist destinations these days is the amazing country of Brazil. Sonia Medina from the Brazilian Tourist Board is here to tell us all about it. Sonia, what's so special about Brazil?
Oh, Brazil is a very large country, and there's just so much to see and do there. First of all, there are historic cities like Salvador, the first capital of Brazil, and Rio de Janeiro to visit.
Let's start with Salvador. What's there to see there?
Well, Salvador is in the eastern part of the country on the Atlantic Ocean. It's both an old city and a modern one at the same time. There are a lot of very tall office buildings and great shopping malls there. And the city has a lot of museums. One of the most important is the Museo de Arte de Bahia.
What about Rio de Janeiro?
Rio de Janeiro is a little bigger than Salvador. The population is about 6 million. It's in the southern part of Brazil, also on the Atlantic Ocean. Rio de Janeiro has churches dating back to the 16th century, famous cultural landmarks, and world-class sports. in my opinion, Rio de Janeiro is one of the most exciting cities in the world.
Apart from the cities, what else would you recommend?
The beaches. There are wonderful beaches northeast of Rio de Janeiro, especially on the peninsula of Búzios, which has more than 20 of them. You can drive or take a bus there from Rio de Janeiro.
Is there anything to do in Búzios besides going to the beach?
Well, if you are a fan of water sports, you can sail a boat, surf, or windsurf. There are also a number of restaurants to enjoy, as well as interesting stores to explore.
So, when is the best time to visit Brazil, Sonia?
The main tourist areas are very crowded from December to March, so it's better to go between May and October when it isn't as busy and hotel prices are a little lower.
Thank you, Sonia. Brazil certainly sounds like a very exciting vacation destination. Now, let's look at a different type of vacation.
File 5B, Pronunciation A. 1,
Beautiful.
2,
Crowded.
3,
Dirty.
4,
Exciting.
5,
Frightening.
6,
Generous.
7,
Interesting.
8,
Polluted.
9.
Romantic.
File 5B, Pronunciation B. 1,
Beautiful.
2,
Crowded.
3,
Dirty.
4,
Exciting.
5,
Frightening.
6,
Generous.
7,
Interesting.
8,
Polluted.
9.
Romantic.
File 5C, Listening.
Hey, Alice, let's take this quiz. It says you can find out your body age.
Body age? Okay.
You first. So, we start with your real age, which is 35.
Don't tell everyone.
Sorry. Then we add or subtract years depending on your answers to the questions. Got that?
Yes.
Okay then. First question. How much do you walk a day?
Well, I always go for a walk at lunchtime, so a lot.
A lot. Okay. So we subtract 1 year, which leaves us with 34. Next question. How many sports do you play and how often do you exercise?
Oh, I hate playing sports, and I don't exercise at all. I guess that means none.
No sports or exercise. Add 2 years. That makes 36. How much fast food do you eat?
None. I don't eat any.
Great. Subtract a year. We're back on 35 again. How many servings of fruits and vegetables do you eat?
A lot. I have more than 5 every day.
A lot. Subtract 2 years. That's 33. Next one. How would you describe yourself mentally?
What do you mean?
Well, are you a positive person or a negative person?
Oh, right. I think I'm a very positive person.
Okay. Subtract 3 years. Now you're at 30. Next question. How would you describe your stress level?
I would say I'm a little stressed, but it's under control.
Okay, so we don't have to add or subtract anything. You're still at 30. How many close friends do you see regularly?
A few. I don't have much time.
Okay, we don't add or subtract anything again. Last question. How much time do you have for yourself?
Not enough. I'm always really busy.
Add a year. That makes 31, which means that you are 35, but your body is only 31. What do you think of that?
31. That's great news. Now it's your turn.
File 5C, Pronunciation A.
Any.
Diet.
Enough.
Few.
Food.
Healthy.
Like.
Many.
Much.
None.
Time.
Two.
File 5C, Pronunciation B. 1.
Up. Enough. Much. None.
2.
Boot. Few. Food. 2.
3.
Bike. Diet. Like. Time.
4.
Egg. Any. Healthy. Many.
File 6A, Listening.
What are you reading?
Nothing. Just my horoscope.
Really? What sign are you?
Virgo. My birthday's on September 15th.
So, what does it say?
It says that people will talk about me next week because of something I've done.
But you don't really believe that, do you?
Well, actually, I do. Because I've done something that will make people talk about me.
Oh, what have you done?
I sent an email to my boss yesterday complaining about my new colleague. She's really lazy, and she never does any work.
Did you?
Yes. So my boss will ask the other people in my office about this new person, and he'll probably ask about me, too. So my horoscope is right. People will definitely talk about me next week.
Well, don't worry about it. I'm sure everything will be all right.
I hope so.
Anyway, what about me? What does my horoscope say?
Let me take a look. Your birthday's January 5th, so that makes you a Capricorn.
That's right. So, what does it say?
It says, oh, listen to this. It says you'll get some money next week.
Really? Maybe I should go out and buy a lottery ticket.
No, wait a minute. Let's think about this. You have a meeting with your boss tomorrow, don't you?
Yes. Why?
Maybe she'll give you a raise.
Oh, Amy, really? You're taking this far too seriously. I don't believe a word of it.
Well, I do. I think your boss will raise your salary tomorrow. Maybe she'll offer you a better job.
Amy, you're being a little too optimistic. It's only a horoscope.
File 6A, Pronunciation. 1.
I'll learn a lot.
2.
He'll meet somebody new.
3.
You'll have a good time.
4.
She won't get the job.
5.
They won't lend you the money.
6.
We won't arrive on time.
File 6B. Listening. Speaker 1.
I was on vacation, and I was looking around a famous palace when a man came up to me and asked me to take a photo of him. He gave me his camera, but it wasn't working properly. When I gave it back to him, he dropped it on the floor and it broke. I picked it up and went to give it to the man, but he was gone. Then I discovered my wallet was missing.
Speaker 2.
When I went abroad last year for a business trip, I didn't have time to get any local money before I left. So after I landed, I went straight to the bank to get $300. I was in a hurry because I had a train to catch. The cashier slowly counted out the bills, and when he stopped, I picked them up. When I got to the train station, I realized later that I only had $100.
Speaker 3.
When we were on vacation, 2 men knocked on the door of our apartment. They were wearing uniforms, and they said they were police officers. One of them came in to look around, while the other stayed by the door. Unfortunately, while we were talking to the first man, the second man took our wallets and cameras from the bedroom.
Speaker 4.
I was having a problem using the ticket machine in the subway when someone came up to help me. He told me how much money I needed and then offered to put it in the machine for me. I counted out the money, but he said it wasn't enough. I gave him some more money and I got my ticket. Unfortunately, I paid 10 times the price for it.
Speaker 5.
I was waiting at a bus stop when this beautiful woman came up to me. We started talking, and she invited me to go to a restaurant with her. We had dinner together, and then the waiter brought me an incredibly expensive check. I started to complain, but then I noticed 4 big men at the door who were looking at me. Of course, I paid the check.
File 6B. Pronunciation A. 1.
Worry. Relax. Become.
2.
Decide. Email. Promise.
3.
Practice. Listen. Repair.
4.
Borrow. Forget. Agree.
5.
Sunbathe. Invite. Complain.
File 6B. Pronunciation B. 1.
Worry. Relax. Become.
2.
Decide. Email. Promise.
3.
Practice. Listen. Repair.
4.
Borrow. Forget. Agree.
5.
Sunbathe. Invite. Complain.
File 6C. Listening.
Hello, and welcome to the program. Do you ever have the same dream night after night? These dreams are called recurring dreams, and psychologist Dr. William Harris is in the studio today to tell us all about them. Good morning, Dr. Harris.
Hello.
Dr. Harris, Which is the most common recurring dream?
Well, at the top of the list is the dream where someone or something is running after you. Either it's a person or a dangerous animal, like a bull or a lion. The dream means that there's something in your life that you don't want to face. It can be a feeling, a conflict, or a memory, for example. But whatever it is, it's something that you don't want to deal with.
Okay. What's the next dream on the list?
It's the one where you are falling for what seems like a very long time. Falling is a definite sign that you are out of control. You have lost direction in your life, and you don't know what to do.
Yes, I've had that dream before. Not recently, though. Anyway, what other recurring dreams are there?
This is another fairly common dream. You're trying to get somewhere, but you get lost on the way, and you don't know where you are. People often have this dream when they're going through a period of change. It shows that they don't want to accept the new situation.
Okay, Dr. Harris. Do you have any more recurring dreams for us?
Yes, there are two. The first dream is a good one. Some people have a recurring dream that they are flying through the air. They are enjoying it and enjoying looking down on the world below. This shows that they are feeling free, possibly because they have solved a problem they had, or they have escaped from a difficult situation in their life.
And the last dream?
This one isn't so good. It's a feeling of being trapped. Maybe you are in an elevator that's trapped between floors and you can't get out. This dream means that there is something in your life that's making you feel unhappy, and you feel that you cannot change it.
Dr. Harris, that was very interesting. Thank you for talking to us.
You're welcome.
File 6C, Pronunciation A. 1.
Brown. No. How. Town.
2.
Blow, snow, now, show.
3.
Borrow. Crowded. Shower. Towel.
4.
Low, throw, window, down.
File 6C, Pronunciation B. 1.
Brown. No. How. Town.
2.
Blow, snow. Now, show.
3.
Borrow. Crowded. Shower. Towel.
4.
Low, throw, window.
File 7A, Listening.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
What is it?
They've decided to ban jokes about mothers-in-law.
Who has?
The government. They've written a brochure for workers who have to deal with the public, and it says that mother-in-law jokes are offensive.
Well, I suppose they are really. I mean, there are a lot of mothers-in-law out there, and the jokes are about them.
No, but it's just fun, right? I mean, I think it's really important to have a sense of humor. It's good for you. It makes you feel better.
That's easy for you to say, isn't it? You're a man, so you'll never be a mother-in-law. I will one day.
Yes, but you won't be my mother-in-law, will you?
Sorry, I was only joking.
Does it say anything else about the jokes?
Yes, it says they show disrespect for parents.
Okay, well, maybe they do. Young people are healthy, fit, and attractive. It's easy for them to laugh at older people, don't you think?
Oh, come on. These jokes about mothers-in-law have been around since Roman times.
Where did you get that idea from?
It says here that there's a Roman writer named Juvenal, who said in the 1st century AD, wait, listen to this. It's impossible to be happy when one's mother-in-law is still alive. That's classic. And all the best comedians tell jokes about mothers-in-law, too. I think they're funny.
Like I said, that's because you're a man, and the comedians you're talking about are also men. It's just another example of the sexist world we live in. I mean, there aren't many jokes about fathers-in-law, are there?
Oh, for goodness sake.
File 7A, Pronunciation B. 1,
We want to know.
2,
They hope to win.
3,
He promised to call.
4,
I don't know what to do.
5,
She forgot to go.
6,
It's important to remember.
7,
I learned to swim.
8,
He started to cry.
File 7B, Listening. Speaker 1,
I like singing while I'm taking a shower. The bathroom is a great place to sing because nobody can hear you. At least, I hope nobody can hear, because I sing really loudly. I usually sing very old classic songs, which I'd never sing in public.
Speaker 2,
I always feel like singing when I'm alone in my car on a summer's day. I turn up the radio, open the window, and sing along to whatever comes on. I don't do this in the middle of town, of course, only if I'm driving through the country. But I must say I find it really relaxing.
Speaker 3,
I've always really enjoyed singing with the kids I teach. I'm an elementary school teacher. Young children love singing, and they like it even more if the songs have actions. It's amazing how much they learn from songs. There are alphabet songs, counting songs, and all kinds, really. We always have a lot of fun when we're singing together.
Speaker 4,
Actually, I can't sing very well at all, so I'm always really embarrassed if I have to sing in public. When I was in high school, I had to be in the school choir, but I never actually sang. I just mouthed the words and pretended to sing.
Speaker 5,
When I'm out with my friends, we sometimes go to a karaoke in town. It's one of my favorite places because we always have a good time. We spend most of the evening singing together, and nobody seems to mind if we do it badly. In fact, it's better if we do sing badly because it makes everybody laugh.
File 7B, Pronunciation B. 1,
Miss. Mind. Skin. With.
2,
Traffic. Nice. Kind. Size.
3,
Habit. Finish. Imagine. surprise.
4,
Write. Give. Invite. Time.
File 7C, listening.
And here's some good news for one of the world's endangered languages. There are about 6,000 languages in the world today, and experts say that nearly half of them are dying out. That means that around 3,000 languages will disappear in the next century or so. One language in danger of dying out is the Cherokee language, spoken by the Cherokee people of North America. Or at least it was in danger until the leaders of the tribe decided to do something about it. They got worried when they realized that only 8,000 of the 290,000 Cherokee people in the world today actually spoke the language, and they came up with a plan. They got in touch with the electronics company Apple and asked them to include Cherokee on the official list of languages used on their products. At first, it seemed impossible that Apple would take any notice of the Cherokee because their products already had 50 languages on them. The big surprise came in September 2006, when the Apple iOS 4.1 operating system was released with Cherokee on the official list of languages. Since then, the Cherokee people have been able to use their language on all Mac computers, iPhones, the iPod Touch, and the iPad. These devices were popular with the younger members of the tribe from the start, but now the older members are taking an interest too, especially those who use cell phones. So it looks as if the Cherokee language won't die out just yet after all. And if the language stays alive, the culture will stay alive too, something that the leaders of the tribe will be very happy about.
File 7C, pronunciation. 1,
You must not take photos here.
2,
They have to take the train to work.
3,
You can't walk on the grass.
4,
We don't have to go to school today.
5,
You must take one pill every day.
File 8A, listening. Speaker 1,
I don't usually talk about my problems, but if something's going wrong, I sometimes mention it to Phil. He's on my basketball team, and we get along okay. In fact, he's the one who introduced me to the girl I'm dating right now.
Speaker 2,
The person who I talk to most is my sister. We don't look like each other at all, but we both have very similar personalities. She's a really good listener, and she always gives me good advice. She sometimes tells me her problems too, and I try to help her.
Speaker 3,
My friend Jenny is in some of my classes at college, and I tell her absolutely everything. We're very different, which means we often think in different ways. Sometimes we argue, but we're never angry with each other for long, just until one of us apologizes.
Speaker 4,
The person who understands me most is my friend John, who lives next door. We've grown up together, so he knows me pretty well. My main problem right now is my job, which I hate. John thinks I should look for a new one, and he's probably right.
Speaker 5,
My grandma lives with us, and I spend a lot of time talking to her. Although she's older than me, she's always interested in what I have to say. We have a lot in common, and some things that have happened to me also happened to her when she was young.
File 8A, Pronunciation B. 1,
pull, food, wood,
2,
could, tune, soon,
3,
took, pull, soup,
4,
book, do, two,
File 8B, Listening.
Now, everyone loves traveling, and we all enjoy telling stories about the places we've been to. But what happens if there's an earthquake while you're away? Travel expert Monica Fields is here in the studio with us today to give us some tips on what to do in a natural disaster. First of all, Monica, is it possible to avoid them?
Well, no, actually, it isn't. Nobody really knows exactly when a disaster like a forest fire or a blizzard will happen, so you can't really avoid it. What you can do, however, is be prepared.
How can you do that?
Well, first of all, if you plan to visit a region where there are natural disasters at certain times of the year, try not to go at that time. For example, there are often bad storms, hurricanes, or cyclones in the Caribbean in August and September, so don't go there then.
That sounds sensible. What else can you do?
It's really important to buy travel insurance before you go. This will pay for extra nights in a hotel, for example, if you can't fly home and have to stay at your resort longer than you had planned. I never understand why some people don't get travel insurance.
Right. So, what should you do if a natural disaster actually happens while you're abroad?
The first thing you should do is to stay calm and be patient.
That sounds easy, Monica, but natural disasters can be very frightening, can't they?
Yes, of course. But if you panic, things will only get worse. Secondly, you need to contact your family and friends at home as soon as possible. If they hear about the disaster on the news, they'll be extremely worried.
Yes, I can see that. What else should you do?
Well, it's always a good idea to know what your airline will do if there's a natural disaster. If you are flying to a country where natural disasters are frequent, you should ask your airline when you book your ticket if they will change your ticket if you need to leave the country quickly, or if you have to stay longer because there's a natural disaster.
Thank you for joining us, Monica, and thanks for your useful advice.
File 8B, Pronunciation A. 1,
If I walk, I'll arrive late.
2,
It'll be hot if you go in August.
3,
If it rains, I'll get a taxi.
4,
She'll get angry if we don't invite her.
5,
If we get up early, we can go to the mall.
6,
If I don't understand the menu, I'll ask the waiter.
File 8B, Pronunciation B. 1,
If I walk, I'll arrive late.
2,
It'll be hot if you go in August.
3,
If it rains, I'll get a taxi.
4,
She'll get angry if we don't invite her.
5,
If we get up early, we can go to the mall.
6.
If I don't understand the menu, I'll ask the waiter.
File 8C. Listening.
Did you watch TV last night, Kim?
No, I didn't. What was on?
There was a really interesting cooking show on after dinner.
There was? What made it so good?
Well, it was a sort of experiment, really. They were trying to answer the question, do men and women cook differently?
Really? So what did they do to try to find the answer?
They invited a male cook and a female cook to prepare 5 different courses of a meal. Both cooks had to use the same main ingredient for each course, but they didn't have to make the same dish. Then, they served the dishes to a panel of judges who tasted them and decided if they were made by the man or the woman.
Who were the judges?
Well, there were 2 men and 2 women. They were all food experts, either chefs themselves or restaurant critics.
What about the cooks? Were they professionals too?
Yes, they were from 2 of the best restaurants in the country.
And what kinds of things did they cook?
All kinds of things, really. But the only ones I remember are a meat dish with garlic and a bright pink dessert.
What was so special about those 2 dishes?
I remember them because the judges had real problems deciding if they were made by the male chef or the female chef. In the end, they all got it wrong.
So, did they manage to answer the question then? Do men cook differently from women?
Not really. The only conclusion they came to was that it was impossible to tell if a particular dish was made by a man or a woman. That's all, really.
So it was a waste of time then, really?
No, it wasn't. I really enjoyed the show, even if they didn't answer the question.
File 8C. Pronunciation B. 1,
Detective.
2,
Distance.
3,
Dollar.
4,
Advantage.
5,
Enjoy.
6,
Completely.
7,
Remember.
8,
Promise.
9,
Suspicious.
File 9A. Listening.
And our final story on tonight's program is about an Australian diver who has survived a shark attack. 46-year-old Eric Nurhus was fishing off the coast of Cape Howe, New South Wales, when a great white shark attacked him. He was under the water at the time, and he didn't see the animal swimming towards him. Mr. Nurhus's head, shoulders, and one of his arms ended up in the shark's mouth. But, fortunately, he was wearing a heavy metal vest. When the shark tried to bite the man in half, its teeth hit the vest and not his body. Mr. Nurhus knew he had to do something, so he felt for the shark's eye with the hand of his other arm. When he found it, he surprised the animal by pressing his fingers into its eye. The shark reacted by opening its mouth, giving Mr. Nurhus a chance to escape. Despite his injuries, Eric managed to swim up to the surface of the water. His son pulled him onto his boat and took him quickly to the shore. Meanwhile, another friend called emergency services. Mr. Nurhus was flown to a hospital by helicopter. He had deep cuts all over his body and a broken nose, but he was very lucky to be alive. Attacks by great white sharks usually result in death because of their size and strength. The shark that attacked Mr. Nurhus was over 9 feet long.
File 9A. Pronunciation B. 1,
Butterfly.
2,
camel.
3,
chicken,
4,
Crocodile.
5,
dolphin,
6,
Elephant.
7,
giraffe,
8,
Jellyfish.
9,
lion,
10,
Monkey.
11,
mosquito,
12,
Rabbit.
13,
spider,
14,
Tiger.
File 9B, Listening.
Hello, and welcome to the program. Today, we have psychologist Dr. Chris Hopper in the studio with us to answer your questions about phobias. Hello, Chris.
Good morning.
And our first caller is Cynthia Sharp from San Diego. What's your question, Cynthia?
Hello, Dr. Hopper. My question is actually about my son, James. He's 6 years old, and he had a bad experience with a dog last night.
I'm sorry to hear that, Cynthia. What exactly happened?
Well, we were outside a neighbor's house, and I was talking with the mom when one of her dogs ran out. It was a big dog, and it came running out of the house, barking. James panicked and tried to hide behind me, but the dog jumped on him and bit him. It wasn't a serious injury, but we're very worried that he'll be afraid of dogs now. We don't want him to get a phobia. What should we do?
Well, Cynthia, you're right to be worried about this incident because cynophobia, that is, a fear of dogs, is often caused by a bad experience with a dog as a child. The best thing you can do is to give your son a positive experience with a different dog as soon as possible. If you have any friends who have a quiet and friendly dog, go and visit them. Let your son touch the dog if he wants to, and don't remind him about his bad experience.
That sounds like good advice, Chris. And our next caller is Natalie Williams from Seattle. Natalie?
File 9B, Pronunciation. 1,
How long have you worked here?
2,
How long have they been married?
3,
How long has she known him?
4,
We've lived here for 6 months.
5,
I've studied English for 3 years.
6,
He's had a phobia since he was a child.
File 9C, Listening.
Hello, and welcome to those of you who just joined us. Continuing on our theme of celebrity families, the focus of today's program is actress and singer Judy Garland and her daughter, Liza Minnelli. Now, Judy Garland's real name was Frances Ethel Gum, and she was born on June 10, 1922 in Grand Rapids, Minnesota. Her parents ran a theater, and Judy first appeared on stage singing a Christmas song with her 2 older sisters when she was 2 years old. When she was 13, Judy joined the movie company Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer, and at the age of 16, she played Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz. The movie was extremely successful, and she won a Children's Oscar for her performance. Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer terminated her contract in 1950. However, she continued to perform, And in 1964, she did a series of concerts at the London Palladium. In fact, it was in London where Judy Garland was found dead in 1969. Judy got married 5 times and had 3 children. One of these children was Liza Minnelli, who was 23 when her mother died. Liza was born in Hollywood, California, on March 12, 1946. She grew up in movie studios and, like her mother, made her first stage appearance at the age of 2. She was only 5 when her parents got divorced. After performing successfully with her mother at the London Palladium in 1964, Liza became a professional nightclub singer. She made several albums and later starred as a singer in the 1972 movie Cabaret, a role for which she won an Oscar. Despite her successful singing and acting career, Liza has had similar problems to her mother. She has been married 4 times, but, unlike her mother, she never had children. Today, Liza Minnelli is in her 60s, but she still makes occasional television appearances.
File 9C, Pronunciation B. 1. Stress on first syllable.
Children. College. Graduate. Married. Separate.
2. Stress on second syllable.
Award. Divorced. Musician. Retire. Successful.
File 10A, Listening.
Hello, and welcome to the program. Today we have scientist Doug McLeod in the studio with us. He's going to tell us about some of the everyday things we know and love that were invented by accident. Doug?
Hello, Janet. Well, I'm going to start with the microwave oven. In 1945, an engineer named Percy Spencer was testing some new radar equipment. He had a chocolate bar in his pocket, and while he was standing in front of the machine, it melted. After that, he also tried using the microwaves from the radar equipment to cook popcorn. Percy realized that microwaves could heat and cook food, and so the microwave oven was born.
How interesting. What else do you have for us, Doug?
Next is something that is found in hospitals all over the world, the X-ray machine. In 1895, a German physicist named Wilhelm Röntgen was experimenting with electrical rays in a dark room. He was directing them through a glass tube covered with black paper. Suddenly, he saw a light on a screen on the wall, and he realized that the rays could pass through the glass and the paper. After that, he experimented with his own hand and found that he could see the bones. The first X-ray ever made was an image of Röntgen's wife's hand. You can even see her wedding ring.
That's fascinating, Doug. We have time for one more.
Many different kinds of food were discovered by accident, Janet, and I've chosen something that we call potato chips, but the British call crisps. These were invented by a chef named George Crumb, who was working in a restaurant near Saratoga Springs, New York. A customer complained that the French fries he was served were too thick. The chef was angry about this, so he fried some very thin potatoes and covered them with salt. The customer loved them, and after that, Saratoga chips became popular all over the U.S. Eventually, they were produced for people to eat at home.
That was all very fascinating, Doug. Thanks for joining us.
File 10A, Pronunciation A. 1.
Called. discovered, painted.
2,
checked, invented, pretended.
3,
Opened, wanted, designed.
4,
Rained, started, directed.
5,
Decided, produced, based.
File 10A, Pronunciation B. 1,
Called, discovered, painted.
2,
Checked, invented, pretended.
3,
Opened, wanted, designed.
4,
Rained, started, directed.
5,
Decided, produced, based.
File 10B, Listening.
Amy, did you study foreign languages in high school?
Yes, I did. Actually, I used to be really good at languages.
Which ones did you study?
Well, I took French for 5 years, and then I took Japanese for 6 years, and I studied Spanish for a year during my lunch break.
And how much French can you remember?
Not much, but I can remember my Japanese because I took it for my degree in college. Why all the questions, Tony?
Well, I've just read this article about the state of language learning in schools in the U.S., and it isn't looking good. It says that adults only remember about 7 words from the languages they studied at school.
Only 7 words? That isn't very good, is it? What kinds of words do they remember?
Common words like hello, goodbye, please, thank you, 1, 2, and 3, and the question, do you speak English?
So, what happens when people are abroad? Do they practice the language?
Not at all. In fact, the article suggests that people often choose not to go on vacation to countries where they have to worry about language problems.
That's probably because they're too lazy to learn a language.
No, it isn't that. The article says it's because they're too embarrassed to try and speak it.
Okay, so which languages do students study in school today?
Hang on a minute. There's a list here somewhere. Here it is. It says 50% of students study Spanish, 25% study French, 22% study Japanese, and 2% Russian. Arabic is becoming more popular too.
And what are schools going to do about the problem?
Well, first of all, they're going to introduce language classes for children in elementary schools. And then they're going to start offering languages from around the world. For example, Mandarin Chinese and Urdu.
That sounds difficult. Anyway, Tony, which languages did you used to study at school?
Only French. And I was terrible at it.
File 10B, Pronunciation. 1,
I used to be good at math.
2,
We used to hate the teacher.
3,
She didn't used to like school.
4,
They didn't used to wear a uniform.
5,
Did you used to play soccer and PE?
6,
Did your school used to open in the summer?
File 10C. Listening. Speaker 1.
I made a bad decision once when I was traveling home to Washington, D.C. from college in Boston, a trip of almost 450 miles. The choice was going by train or by bus, and I opted for the train because it was quicker. Unfortunately, the train broke down on the way, so in the end, I took 2 hours longer than I expected.
Speaker 2.
The worst decision I ever made was giving my son a skateboard for his 10th birthday. On the morning of his birthday, we went down to the park to try it out. Sadly, he fell off the board as soon as he got on it and broke his arm. We had to cancel his birthday party, and we spent the whole day in the hospital instead.
Speaker 3.
I had 2 interviews and both companies offered me a job. In the first job, they offered me more money, but it was a long way from where I live, an hour traveling every day. The second job was less money, but it was very close to my house. In the end, I chose the second job instead, and I'm very happy I did, because last month the first company closed down.
Speaker 4.
One time, I had to decide between a good friend of mine and a boy I really liked. I was going to a concert with my friend, and then this boy asked me to go to the movies with him on the same night. In the end, I said no to the boy and went to the concert with my friend. I found out later that the boy already had a girlfriend, so I think I made the right decision.
Speaker 5.
You won't believe what happened to me. I buy coffee from the same coffee shop every day. One day I was late for work, so I didn't stop at the coffee shop. Of course, that was the day the coffee shop was celebrating its 10-year anniversary. It gave away tickets for 10 free drinks. Everyone in my office got the tickets but me.
File 10C. Pronunciation B. 1.
Might. Science.
2.
May. Fail.
3.
No. Now.
4.
Where. Were.
5.
Here. There.
6.
Tourist. Europe.
7.
Show. Cow.
8.
Noisy. Boy.
File 11A. Listening. Speaker 1.
The worst loser I know is my mom. We often used to play cards together when I was little, and if my mom was losing, it was safer to stop playing. She was always happy when she was winning, but when she was losing, you could see her getting angrier and angrier until she exploded. Sometimes, she used to go out of the room because she was so upset.
Speaker 2.
I once had a friend who was a bad loser at tennis. In fact, we stopped talking to each other because of a tennis match. We were about 20 at the time, and on this occasion, we were arguing over a point. I said the ball was out, and she said it was in. In the end, she just threw her racket into the net and left. We haven't spoken since.
Speaker 3.
I have to be very careful at work when we're talking about ice hockey. I have a colleague who gets really upset when his team loses, and he hates it if you make a joke about it. I tried it once, and he just stood up, walked out, and closed the door with a bang. He didn't speak to me for days after that, so I don't think I'll try it again.
Speaker 4.
My son is a very bad loser. In fact, he always has been. He's 12 now, but he still hates losing. We used to play board games together when he was little, but he always used to cry if he didn't win. I had to choose between letting him win all the time or making him upset if I won. In the end, I stopped playing that kind of game with him.
Speaker 5.
One of the guys who plays basketball with me gets incredibly upset during games, and he spends most of the time shouting at the other players. He's a really nervous person at the best of times, but when we're losing, it really is too much. The referee throws him off the court at least twice a month, and once our coach told him to go home.
File 11A. Pronunciation B. 1,
Soccer.
2,
Volleyball.
3,
Auto racing.
4,
Skiing.
5,
Windsurfing.
6,
Cycling.
7,
Basketball.
8,
Rugby.
9,
Track and field.
File 11B. Listening.
Can I ask you about your job, Jerry?
Yes, of course. Go ahead.
What time do you go to bed?
Well, I don't often get home before 6 o'clock in the morning, and it usually takes me a little while to relax. It's probably about 7 by the time I go to sleep.
And what time do you have to get up again?
I usually get up at 1 o'clock to have lunch with my family. After that, I go back to bed again for an hour or so, until about 3 o'clock.
Do you need an alarm clock to wake up?
No, I never use one. I wake up the first time when my children come home from school for lunch. The second time, my wife wakes me up. That's when I get up for good.
How do you feel when you wake up?
It depends on the day, really. If I've only worked for a day or two, I'm full of energy. But if it's after the 5th or 6th night in a row, I'm absolutely exhausted. That's when I find it really hard to get out of bed.
What do you do about meals, Jerry?
Well, like I said, my first meal of the day is what you would call lunch. Then I have dinner at about midnight with some other drivers in a cafe. When I get home in the morning, I have something light, like a cheese sandwich or some toast before I go to bed.
Would you like to change your working hours, Jerry?
If I change my working hours, I wouldn't earn as much money. There's a lot more work at night because people go out for dinner and to the theater or movies, and then it's late and they need to get home, and they don't want to drive because they're tired. I enjoy my job, really, because I meet a lot of interesting people.
File 11B. Pronunciation. 1,
Throw it away.
2,
Turn it up.
3,
Write it down.
4,
Put it away.
5,
Give it back.
6,
Fill it out.
File 11C. Listening.
And to finish off today's program, we're going to take a look at some famous twins. Let's start with probably the earliest set of twins in history, Romulus and Remus. Now, the legend says that they were abandoned by their parents because twins were thought to bring bad luck. Fortunately, they were found by a female wolf, which looked after them when they were babies. According to legend, the boys grew up and later founded the city of Rome. After some time, they began to argue, and eventually Romulus killed Remus. As Romulus was the only brother alive, the city was called Rome after him. Let's move on in history to the 1950s, when a set of twins named the Cray brothers caused a lot of trouble in London's East End. Ronnie and Reggie Cray were both nightclub owners. They had expensive lifestyles, and through their nightclubs they met several American stars like Frank Sinatra and Judy Garland. However, they were also extremely violent people, and they committed many illegal crimes in the city. They were involved in many robberies and murders until they were eventually arrested in 1969. They were both sent to prison for life, and they both died when they were in their 60s. On a happier note, the youngest twins ever to become famous are the Olsen twins. Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen were given the same role on the American TV series Full House when they were only 6 months old. They played the part of a little girl, and they played the same part for 8 years. The producers used both sisters to play the same part so that they didn't break the law on the number of hours a child could work. The show was very popular with American audiences. Today, the twins have grown up, and they have a fashion business. And I'm afraid that's all we have time for. Join me, Roy Thompson, at 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon for another 2 hours of Thompson's Choice. Bye for now.
File 11C, Pronunciation A. 1,
So did I.
2,
So can I.
3,
So have I.
4,
Neither am I.
5,
Neither do I.
6,
Neither was I.
File 11C, Pronunciation B. 1,
So did I.
2,
So can I.
3,
So have I.
4,
Neither am I.
5,
Neither do I.
6,
Neither was I.
File 11C, Pronunciation C. 1,
Identical.
2,
Similar.
3,
Coincidence.
4,
Amazing.
5,
Discover.
6,
Everywhere.
7,
Personality.
8,
Definitely.
File 12A, Listening.
And now it's time for the news. A Florida couple's cell phones were stolen while they were visiting family last week. Mary and Richard Ranieri had left their car unlocked, and someone took their cell phones. Luckily,
One of the cell phones had a GPS tracking device. The couple tracked the cell phone to a nearby home. The Ranieris called the police, and an officer went to the house. He talked to a man whose grandson had arrived home just after the cell phones had been stolen. The grandson told the officer he hadn't taken the phones, but a few minutes later, someone called the phones, and they began ringing from a closet in the grandson's room. A tourist had a lucky escape yesterday while she was bungee jumping off the Victoria Falls in Zambia. 22-year-old Erin Langworthy fell into the river because her bungee rope had broken when she jumped. She landed in the water with her feet still tied to the broken rope, and then she swam to safety. Ms. Langworthy was taken straight to the hospital after the accident, but had no serious injuries. A Swedish woman has found the white gold wedding ring that she lost over 16 years ago. Lena Paulson had taken off the ring while she was cooking with her daughters. When she went to put it back on again, it had disappeared. That is, until yesterday, when she was picking vegetables in her garden, and she found the ring around a carrot. The ring doesn't fit Mrs. Paulson anymore, but she is going to have it made bigger. An Australian woman had a frightening experience last night when she discovered an adult crocodile in her living room. 42-year-old Jo Dodd got out of bed when she heard her dog barking. When she opened the bedroom door, she saw a crocodile in the middle of the room. Mrs. Dodd woke her husband, who called the local crocodile management center, and a crocodile catcher came to take the animal away. The crocodile had escaped from a nearby crocodile farm earlier in the week. And that's all for now. I'll be back again at 9 o'clock for the next news update.
File 12A, Pronunciation B.
1. He'd forgotten it.
2.
We'd lost it.
3.
You'd seen her.
4.
It had been a terrible day.
5.
I hadn't sent it.
6.
She hadn't done it.
7.
They hadn't told me.
File 12B, Listening.
Who do you think gossips more, Jessica? Men or women?
Well, I gossip a lot with my female colleagues at work, so I suppose that women are the biggest gossips. What do you think?
Yes, that's what I thought too. But it says here that it's actually men who are the biggest gossips. That's what the results of this survey say anyway.
What survey?
This one here in the newspaper. It says the survey was carried out by a telecommunications company. They wanted to do research into gossiping for a new service they're offering. The aim of the survey was to find out what kind of people enjoy gossiping and how much time they spend doing it.
So what did they find out?
Well, they had a big surprise. The study showed that a fifth of the men they interviewed said they spent at least 3 hours a day gossiping.
Wow, that's a lot. And where do they usually gossip?
Most of them said they usually gossiped at work. Hang on, I can give you the exact figures. Yes, 55% of the men said they gossiped at work compared to 46% of the women.
Goodness, I didn't realize men had so much to say. Did they tell the researchers what they usually talked about?
Yes, they said that their main topics of conversation were their women colleagues and who in the company would get the next promotion.
The part about women colleagues doesn't surprise me in the least. So, what about the women in the survey? Did they say what they talked about?
Yes, they did. They told the researchers that they talked about the problems they were having in their families. They also chatted about what was happening in their favorite TV series.
Okay, so what about you, Alan? Do you ever gossip at work?
What? Me? No, never. I wouldn't dream of it.
File 12B, Pronunciation B. 1,
Gossip.
2,
Married.
3,
Letter.
4,
Middle.
5,
Funny.
6,
Different.
7,
Dollar.
8,
Summer.
9,
Message.
10.
Happy.
File 12C, Listening. Speaker 1.
I used to watch a quiz show called What's My Line? It was a funny show. 4 celebrity panelists asked a contestant questions about his or her occupation. The contestant could only answer yes or no. After asking several questions, the panelists had to guess the contestant's job. Sometimes there was a mystery guest such as a famous actor or musician. Instead of naming the mystery guest's occupation, the panelists had to guess the mystery guest's name.
Speaker 2.
My favorite quiz show is Cash Cab. It takes place in a moving New York City cab. The contestants are people who actually want to take a cab someplace. When they get in the cab, the driver, who's the host, asks them questions during the ride. If the contestants answer the questions correctly, they win money. If they get 3 answers wrong, they have to leave the cab. My favorite kind of question is a red light challenge, where contestants have to think of as many answers as possible to a question.
Speaker 3.
I used to listen to Wait, Don't Tell Me, a radio news program with a few news quizzes added for fun. There were always 3 celebrity panelists who made jokes about the news. One quiz I particularly enjoyed was Bluff the Listener. A contestant listens to 3 silly but related news items that are read by the panelists. 2 of the stories aren't true, and 1 story is an actual news story. The listener has to guess which story is true.
Speaker 4.
I've always enjoyed the quiz show Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? It started in the U.S. in 1999, and it's still on TV today. In each show, one contestant is asked a series of questions, and they have to choose the right answer out of 4 possible options. It's pretty exciting, really, because a contestant can win up to $1 million if they're good.
Speaker 5.
My favorite quiz show when I was a teenager was Rock and Roll Jeopardy! It wasn't on for long, only a couple of years, but I used to love it. There were 3 contestants who had to answer questions about rock music, but the answers had to be in the form of a question. Each question was worth a different amount of money, and the winning player got his or her score in cash. I used to watch it every week.
File 12C, Pronunciation B. 1,
Cap, hat, want.
2,
Book. Push. School.
3,
Lose, hope, suit.
4,
Turn. Gloves. Sunny.
5,
Lazy. Safe. Bald.
6,
Towel. Goat. Throw.
7,
Kind. Shy. Thin.
8,
Cow. Horse. Mouse.
9,
Boring. 4. Word.
10,
Beard. Earrings. Wear.
11,
Hair. Scared. Fear.
12,
Crowded. City. Across.
13,
Church. Beach. Chemistry.
14,
Large. Forget. Giraffe.